When there's an injustice, whether it's against you or someone you love or someone you believe in, stand up. Don't sit down. Don't sit down on them because they need you.
Welcome to Popcorn Planet. Guys, I'm sorry. Oh. Oh, I don't know if you can hear me, guys. I'm sorry. Oh, I got some really bad news, and I'm sorry. I knew this is not going to go live, but I was at the dentist, and oh God, guys, I'm so sorry. I should pull myself together. I'm gonna try for you guys. I'm gonna. I just keep seeing all these media outlets saying that Johnny's not gonna win. On top of everything else that I'm going through in my life, it's just not. It's not okay anymore. And I'm really emotional, guys. Ooh, that's better. Ooh, that's better. Oh God, I feel so disgusting looking like Amber with this new Snapchat filter. I don't know what to do with myself. There's not a single tear. Look how dry my face is. All right, guys. Hopefully you got the gag by now. Amber Heard filter is now on Snapchat. It got so bad. You're gonna see me crying. It got so bad that Amber complained that the Snapchat people had to actually clarify that this is not an Amber Heard face filter. They cleared the air in a statement to TMZ. New crying face filter is not inspired by Amber Heard. Boo. Should be. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm gonna dry my dry face. It's so dry. Why is my tissue so dry? Oh my God, I'm like in a desert here. It's like sandpaper. Ow! My skin is getting irritated from wiping the dry skin with the dry tissue. I'm so irritated. What do you guys think? I mean, I think the timing's pretty undeniable. And the fact that Snapchat had to make a comment on this, that I think that's pretty amazing. Excuse me. Everyone on social media is all like, Amber filter's going hard. They're killing me. Look at this Snapchat filter. It dropped Friday. It's been in the works for 6 months. It was being developed before Amber ever did this. Bullshit. And everybody's getting in on this madness. But so apparently what's not funny is spreading fake news and information. The Connection said exactly that. Oh God, Amber's team on TMZ is the worst. Well, there you go. Guys, Johnny is winning. I may look sad because of the filter, but Johnny is winning because the media is resorting to the most desperate things. And I'm crying like an Amber Heard stan because while they may have the media, they don't have the public. Oh, it's so sad for Amber. It's so sad. Kim, are you there, Kim? Kim is on. I had to.
I am.
There's Kim.
Hey.
I can't see Kim right now. It makes me so sad. But I hear you, Kim. I hear you in my heart. How are you, Kim?
It's been so hard. It's been so hard.
It's so hard. I know. My dog stepped on a bee. And then my dogs had fleas. And then I went and had to take a pee. And I'm going to get put in jail for perjury. Because
against
I
me.
was a jerk to Johnny. Look, it's so much fun. It's so much fun playing it. Shelby Villa, you just got a producer. Hurry up, send over your super chats. What would you like me to say before I take off Snapchat and go back to the regular show? What do you want me to say in my Amber face quickly? Kim, this filter is amazing. It just, I feel like I'm Amber. I feel like I'm in character. I can't stop with the voice. I just can't stop with the voice. Do you guys believe me more than Amber? Kim, how do you think?
More believable than Amber, for sure. All that. Better love story than Twilight, all of it. Like 100%.
Thank you so much, Kim. That means so much to me. Hold on, before we hang this up, I really like this one.
Yes.
Yes! What's
The
up,
library is open!
Oh man, I feel like
Yes!
Should we try a couple other ones just to have fun? I'm
terrifying. That is terrifying. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
That's petrifying.
What is this gonna be? Oh, I'm hot. I gotta take my hat off to do this. Look how hot I am. Oh, whoo! I'm just stunning. Chat, back me up. Hold on, let me open this now that you get the joke.
Oh.
I'm just looking stunning. Hold on, bear with me. We're having some fun before we get to the news. Whoo! Look at that hair.
I love the ombre. It frames your face so well.
The hell, that's it? It gets dark with 3 hearts?
Yeah. Oh, yes. The sparkles just finish it.
All right, we just had a lot of fun with Snapchat filters. I probably trimmed some of those out for the replay because it got a little silly. So if you aren't yet a member, always hit the join button, become a member. You'll get the certain unedited replays for all these shows if you missed them. Plus, I'm going to start posting more members-only clips. In fact, I reported from the dentist today for you guys, and I will do some more fun on-the-fly members-only video posts. So stay tuned, members. I want to give you, there's so many new members. I want to give you guys more fun insight and behind the scenes as we get on the show and what we're debating with. But today's show, I really want to talk about the fact that we're really getting ready for next week. Monday's going to be insane. I can't wait. I got my I Heart Camille Vasquez shirt. If you guys don't have it yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. Go pick them up because they're going to be all the rage next week. In fact, no cysts. Why is that? There we go. All the rage next week. So make sure you don't miss out on these. A lot of people are having trouble finding Johnny shirts because certain shirt places are apparently not. They're saying it's offensive to have Justice for Johnny shirts, which is like unreal. So far we're good. No Systems printer isn't giving us any trouble. So get on those quick and order them fast before someone else tries to shut it down. I don't know, but I'm hearing a lot of other shirt places are getting shut down. And proceeds will be going to Tampa Bay Crisis Center. I'm so happy. We've done really well. And you guys, I can't wait to give them a big check when it's all said and done. So get your shirts while you can. But what I really want to talk about the fact that there's all these negative stories, right? Johnny Depp, and this one came out yesterday in Variety, or a couple days, 2 days ago in Variety last night. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial. Experts see no winners and no lessons. I'm sorry. What are you watching? Like, what? That's in no lessons. Variety, you've been pro Amber this whole time, you scumbags. They've been writing puff pieces and pro Amber pieces since the beginning, and you're really just going to keep doing it? Yeah, they are. Guys, the media is so pissed on how the public is treating this. Again, Johnny Depp in Europe, as experts say, he faces uphill battle in case against Amber Heard. I mean, the New York Post, again, they don't. Once in a while, they'll do something supportive because it gets them clicks when they're actually positive on Johnny, but they don't really want to help. What happens if Amber Heard, if Amber wins, or sorry, what happens to Amber if Johnny wins? Is sort of how they're sort of, what if, God forbid, this type of stuff that they're putting out there. But the reality is, again, I can't stress this enough. I've been out there talking to people. I went to the dentist twice. I've seen multiple doctors this week because it was in my week off and I haven't seen doctors in forever. Everybody go see your dentist. Go see your doctor if you can. Get checked up. Stay healthy. And because I had some time, I finally did a lot of stuff I've been putting off. And both times I went to the dentist, especially today, I was talking to the receptionist, just as an example. I'm like, are you what? Because they're all like, what do you do? I'm like, oh, I do YouTube. They're like, oh my God, what? And then they ask me questions. The receptionist didn't care as much. I was most interested about her because I went to her, I'm like, listen, I no pressure, no judgment. I'm just curious, are you watching the trial? She's like, no. I mean, I've seen some clips. I'm like, well, cool. So you're not like standing anybody. You don't know what's going on. She's like, no. I'm like, I would love your insight. Like, based on the few little things you've seen, what are your thoughts? Who do you believe? What do you think? And she paused. She didn't really want to see, but she's like, Amber seems really crazy. And I was like, thank you. Because I really, whenever I get a chance to talk to the real people out there, you know, that I think really matter, not just the online people on Twitter and people in the websites or the media. When you talk to the real people, they don't like her. They don't believe her. It's not working. And so there's a lot of press and a lot of stuff that is out there trying to, her PR campaign. Hell, her own PR guy is under a huge scrutiny right now, and I'm trying not to get into it because they came after me for allegations that he seems creepy. I'm going to say he does seem creepy, but I got no proof of it. I don't know if any of those screenshots are correct, but not the best thing to be out right now as he's trying to help Amber. But there's some allegations of him on some dating apps, etc. But he's supposed to be, putting all this out, and he's getting the best stuff he can. But the media doesn't matter, guys. You guys have learned this. You guys are coming here. You're not watching the media, the mass media, that CNN. You've tuned out and you've started tuning into channels like ours, and thank you for it, because we're going to keep it real. We're going to keep it honest. And the real people, you guys, you don't buy Amber's shit. Thank God. And so what you're going to see is, this was another one. Steph just sent this over to me, and I found this fascinating. Dan Wooten from The Sun. Remember him? Remember this scumbag? This was from a couple weeks ago. He's out there still. I guess he's a little older. I thought this was newer. Steph just gave this to me. But he's out there, again, he's doing damage control. When the media's got to put out damage control, you're in a good spot. You know what I mean? Like, Johnny Depp's the victim. He's spent years trying to cancel Amber and me. This farce of a trial is designed to ruin his ex-wife, but won't erase the damning judgment against him. This is the scumbag with Amber, mind you. Like, how gross. So these guys, the media, the power, they're all out there scrambling. They're all sweating because Johnny did what he said he was going to do. What was the line yesterday that Lewis loved? Hold on. It was, we're trying to make it a t-shirt too. It was, keep it in the past tense, kid. Keep it in the past tense, kid. Because she was like, I loved you. And he's like, oh, keep it there because we're done. Johnny committed. He told her then and there. He committed, and that's how Johnny's pulling this off. The truth is on his side. Amber is not a good actress, and she is not proving anything. Nobody's buying it. There's some people who have probably half coming in or are always going to believe women no matter what. There's going to be people out there that do that. It is what it is. But I'm talking the general, real going public. They're not buying her shit. And the media is still trying to spin it for you. You're going to see it all over. And it's crazy. But to see, this is what people are grabbing to. Snapchat clearly made this filter that we started the show with to make fun of Amber. And typically, right, Kim, you are such a good person. She is such a kind, good-hearted person. The fact that you're crying, you're laughing over her crying, says a lot. A lot of good people who are really good people, good judges of character who will stand up for women and anybody who's, victims and people going through wrong. Too many smart, kind people are seeing through her bullshit. And they know the evidence, they know the facts. And the fact that Snapchat is now having to respond to it, to sort of be like, oh yeah, sorry, it's not inspired by her. It tells you everything. Because you can buy off some stupid New York Post article or some Variety article. No one's reading this shit. Only people who are reading this are the people who are like, F you, Variety, this is false. That's the only people who share it, and we should stop sharing it on Twitter and tweeting and arguing with them because it's giving them clicks and attention. Nobody's listening to this crap. No. Kim, do you get what I'm saying here? Like, he is winning. She is losing. They are stressing. What are your thoughts when you see all this?
Yeah, one article I actually saw earlier this week was basically people were saying that because Johnny was so quick on the stand and was a little bit sassy, that might not play well with the jury. And I'm like, that's crap. That is absolute crap. Because I was seeing people that had nothing to do with this trial, that wanted nothing to do with it, that were Team Amber, and then just laughing their heads off at Johnny responding. It was so entertaining. And I mean, we have all sat here. I mean, okay, Andy, myself, a number of people at Popcorn, we're all watching every minute of this trial. And let me tell you, there have been days where it has been dry and boring and awful. And we've just loathed every second of it because there's been nothing. It's so boring. And then you have times like with Johnny talking where you're like, okay, this actually feels like a human. This is actually somewhat interesting. And then he's making them laugh, and we're like, thank heavens that it's just not the same dry law, legalese, yada 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 yada. So to me, I look at that and I go, I think that the jury is going to love him. Yeah, I think the jury is going to be, because they're just like, thank you that I don't have to listen to Elaine anymore. You know? Right. Like, and I that's my thought on it. And it's like, so you can have any opinion you want, but I mean, I really wonder how many of these journalists, how many of these people writing these articles, have they watched as much of this trial as the jury has? Because I don't think they have. That's my opinion. I don't either. Yeah, no. Yeah, and as far as Amber and the crying thing and why it's so funny, I don't know about you, but normally when I see people cry, I see a lot of fluids coming out of eyes and noses and, you know, all that type of stuff. And as you joked, it was very dry. Both days it was very dry, which to me makes me think that it was acted. Because you can't hold that stuff back that way, you know? No, you can't hold it back. And here's that article I saw. I think there were a couple versions of this. There's so many versions of just articles trying to paint it negatively. And the reality is none of them know. Nobody knows how this thing's going to turn out. We can speculate all day long. But the sad reality is the jury's going to react the way the jury reacts. It's 7 people. It is what it is. It's not 12 because of a jury trial. It's 7, I think. 7 or 9? I think it's 7. Someone told me that. I think it's 7. I think it's 7 because it's a civil case. But it does. At the end of the day, it kind of doesn't matter. I mean, I really want him to win. I'm rooting. I think he has a really good shot at winning, to be fair. But it almost doesn't matter at this point because winning over the internet, sadly, is what matters. When I got canceled, the truth didn't matter. It mattered what people on the internet said and what Google said. And so, will people want to go see his movies? Or are people going to pay to buy a ticket to Johnny Depp movies? If you had an Amber Heard movie showing and a Johnny Depp movie showing, who do you think is going to get more tickets right now, Kim? Yep. Lewis has said that too, that it's like Hollywood follows where the money goes. So when this is all said and done, we look at the backlash that Aquaman 2 is getting, even that like petition that people are signing that they want Amber out. You've got that many millions of people going, I don't want to see this movie because she's in it. She is not bankable anymore. My best friend actually said to me the other day, and she's kind of been very like trying to stay very neutral through the whole trial. And she said to me, she's like, okay, I think Johnny's reputation at this point has been damaged, but Amber's career is over. Right. And she works in the industry. And that was kind of a moment for me where I was like, wow, I think she's probably right. Like, really. Because she's been so neutral. So that's how I look at it, at least. I won't be paying to see a movie of hers anytime soon. Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not seeing Aquaman. We've said it. Speaking of Texas, there's a very... hold on, I'll read some of these comments that are coming in. Thank you, guys. I am going to try and read your comments today. I imagine it's a little bit of a smaller... slower, smoother stream today as we prep for next week. But thank you guys all for being here. Speaking of Texas, there is a very horseman-like character to AH. She treated JD like a wild horse that she wanted to break. Yeah, and the irony of her bringing that up in the trial of the breaking of the horses. Look, I already have a special group brewing of Texans who are
digging deep. They were going nuts last night, doing research, looking around. If anybody is near that town or know about her growing up in Texas, I want to find out, because we're still trying to put together a lot of rumors about this DUI and was some friend die. We are doing the work we can, and if anybody else wants to add to that, let us know, because I don't really want to report on that until we can actually get some real information or confirm or dirt, something on it, people who knew her back then. But we are looking into that, just to know, and thanks to the team who's already in that room, trying to connect the dots. Shelby and Abby, you guys are doing great so far. I was looking through their notes process. If anybody else wants to get on there, hit me up on Telegram, and I'll connect you through there if you have access to any information over there in Texas, because it's crazy. We got a lot of people watching either live or later, and then I'll get a note. I got one from on Instagram the other day that I was able to catch that was like, hey, I knew some of her friends. I'm going to start calling them. I'm like, cool. Let's try and get to the bottom of it, because I think it all gets to the character. And I hate seeming like we're like digging through people's trash, but...
No, but the thing is, one of the things we try to do here, people can say whatever they want, but we don't like to report on things that we don't feel like we have enough here to be like, this is credible. It's one thing if we're going to talk about speculation and we're open about that. We have a whole screen and everything that lets you guys know when we're speculating. But we don't like to report on things unless we've got all the information laid out, things make sense, and we can say the reason we're saying this is because we have this and this and this and this and this type source. And that's sometimes why you don't see us necessarily always jump on every rumor, because we want to be sure. And this one is pretty serious. I don't want to throw any allegations against anybody that are this serious unless we've got it on good, good accounts and evidence that yes, it is the truth. And I'm sure that when we have all of that, we will talk about it. And we'll probably have different information than other people will, because we've done that work. And I think that that's important. Never fear the truth. And that's what we try to do. So.
Yeah, well said. Well said. So the... I have a couple more chats here. Crystal Nilsson, I'm a survivor of SA, and what AH said about the bottle. Yes, I can say I could not go on over 14 days after one. AH is a liar. Yeah, when did she go to Coachella? Did she go to Coachella after that? No, she did James Corden after that incident.
The bottle?
I need to look at the timeline. What was the...
No, the bottle was the finger. The bottle was Australia.
She cut off the finger, and then she went to James Corden after that incident, right? Like a day or two after it?
I thought that was a different one. We'll have to look at this timeline. There's too many things. And honestly, I feel like when they had this on, when Elaine was kind of doing her testimony, I think she was purposely jumping around. She was ping-ponging because she wanted to confuse the timeline, because it was not done in like a normal order. You know what I mean? It wasn't right. But either way, Amber, what she is alleging, and I think this is where it's difficult, is that if what she said was true, she absolutely would have needed dramatic medical attention. There's no way she could have flown home from Australia to LA without having major doctor intervention at that point. So that for me is the big thing right there. It doesn't add up. And we've heard stories from our community of people who unfortunately have gone through a similar situation to what she has alleged, and it doesn't add up. It does not add up.
It doesn't add up. Thank you, Crystal, for that. Erica B. TBP just ended their, I don't know what that is. Just ended their analysis on her testimony. They said all of their years, they've never been so sure that a person lying. Oh, the behavior panel. Sorry, I put it together. They said on all their years, they've never been so sure that a person is lying more than her. Jesus. I mean, we all feel that way. But yeah, there's every behavior analysis is coming out of the woodwork to confirm it too, because I think we all just want her to be, but I like hearing that those experts are able to find those tells and prove it that she is. So that's good to hear. Diane Moore, speaking of Texas, we got that one. Sorry. Alana, thank you again. Let's go, Johnny. Matt Bond, what's up, Matt? Only lawyers in Amber's side are hers or Court TV. Yeah, it's true, because they're paid to be there. Jojo Curtis, Adventures, thank you so much. Diane Moore, isn't it interesting that the Daily Sun and Fox are owned by Murdoch, but Gutfield on Fox pro Johnny? Daily Sun is pro AH, so glad for the American Revolution. So sorry that AH is from my state of Texas. Yeah, it's all your fault, Diane. It's all. I will blame you. No, I'm kidding. Nicole, thank you for keeping it real. Always. Nikki Morris became a member. Thank you. And Lisa G. When does any of the responsibility of this chaos fall on any or all of the professionals surrounding the couple? Doctors, lawyers, nurses, therapists, all mandated reporters, and no one thought to Baker Act Amber Heard or call the cops? He could have died. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong there. You're not wrong.
The only thing I will say is that Kipper absolutely did put forth an effort to separate them as much as possible. It sounds like whenever there were issues, he was like, no, she's got to go home. You guys have to be apart. She's going to be mad about it when you tell you, but she's got to go. So at least he tried, but I think part of his job as a concierge doctor is to keep things very discreet. And I'm guessing that may have been part of it, but yeah.
Well, look who's here. Nerd Lecca, Nerd Report, and Louis Lecca. How are you doing? Say hi while I get water.
Hi while I get water. Are we done? Kim, how are you?
I am good. What did you think of all the filters?
I thought they were funny. I saw he pulled a Lewis one.
Yes.
I'm actually way more handsome than that.
You are. Are.
Oh, I
I'll
am?
give you that.
Oh, my God.
Yes, of course.
I have a Johnny Depp Nightmare on Elm Street poster in the background for your enjoyment.
Nice.
So, like, if you guys like that, man, that'd be cool. So, what's up, man? Oh my gosh, this week went fast. Soon we will be back with Amber Heard. Probably this is the channel to be watching all the coverage.
I don't want to.
I want to.
I think what's killing me is we're starting an hour earlier. Which, if you guys don't know, on Monday it's going to be starting at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, not 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
6 a.m.
So it's going to be earlier for everybody.
Yeah, okay. So if you're in
I'm
LA,
so annoyed by that.
6 a.m.
And I mean, I live on coffee in the morning. I don't function really until like 11 a.m. Even if I get up at like 6, it just doesn't happen. So I'm like, this is not going to be fun.
So I guess one thing I'm looking at here is I guess lawyers get paid well, but how do they keep the attention for so many hours? You know what I mean? And not like lose their concentration. There must be lack of sleep because of anxiety. When I'm eager to come on this channel or anything, it's hard to sleep, because I'm excited about it. Imagine being part of the trial, especially you got, I don't want to say, but most of the lawyers are a little bit older. So like, how do they keep their concentrated without, losing focus? I mean, I guess that's why they're making the big bucks, right? They got to be right on it,
Probably like a skill that they have to learn, that they get the stamina and they get the mental stamina as well.
Yeah.
They train for it. It's like sports psychology, but it's like lawyer psychology.
I mean, there's only so much I could take of Amber Heard, like, you know what I mean? For like, and they're going 8 hours. I'm like, what the hell? How do they stay so concentrated? But yeah, Monday is going to be insane. I predict, I predict she's going to break. I don't know, man.
You think so? Really?
Oh no, there's going to be some really bad acting, bro. I mean, look.
Oh, that yes.
The memes are going to be insane. Like right now is the time to get a TikTok account. So the memes are going to be insane. She was not under pressure, and look at how many memes we got. It was her side asking her questions. Imagine when she gets cross-examined with a little bit of aggression is going to ruin, especially in the middle of the day, 2-3 hours, and then people are, oh my gosh, it's gonna be nuts.
It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be pretty wild.
Yeah, let's get some more likes in here, everyone. I mean, we got over 8,000 people watching, only like 2,000 likes. Let's get the likes in here, and let's get some Lewis eggheads in the comments. That'd be great. I love seeing my egghead everywhere. People think I don't like seeing my egghead. I love my egghead. I love huevos. So check that out. And let's get some memberships in here. Support my man Andy and Kim.
And support
you're
Nerd
such
Report.
A hype guy. I love it.
Nerd Report and It's Kim both on YouTube. Johnny's getting all this weird press, but you agree with us, Lewis. It doesn't matter. The public has spoken, correct?
The press, unfortunately, I think they have a history of treating minorities bad, women being part of the minority class and stuff like that. So they're overcompensating right now. They're over projecting. So they're confused right now because they just look at they're obsessed with the gender and and race of people, and they just want to pick anything that's not straight white male. I mean, let's be honest. And us minorities, man, we mostly don't like that. It makes us look bad, like we're pushing that. It's not. It's corporate. It's other straight white males that own these corporations that are just taking the female side or the minority side. And it's unfair to even, I mean, I'll say it, white people, man, let's be fair to everyone. We don't care. The past is the past. Let's move forward. Let's be fair to everyone. I don't care what ethnicity Johnny Depp is or Amber Heard or her gender or who she goes to bed with. I don't care. My thing is be good to people. You know what I mean? And let's get justice. Like I said, I was probably one of the last people here to give Amber Heard a chance. I want to hear her get on the trial, get in there and say her piece, say her part. But it's just way too much against her, man. And these big corporations, whatever, they're confused. They don't know because they jumped on Amber Heard's side in the beginning because they've oppressed minorities. That's the way they run their business. And they're over projecting, and we see right through them. See through them. We do, like Yoda does. But now we got independent, we have independent outlets like Popcorn Planet and stuff, and to later, smaller extent, sorry, Kim, us two, right?
No, oh yeah. I'm a baby.
Yeah, no, we could all, but it's overwhelming. I mean, I'm walking down the street in LA and people are waving me down. Hey, aren't you the guy over there defending Johnny Depp? Man, thank you very much. And it's ladies, telling me that, and I'm like, hey, I'm just trying to help a little bit. Say hi to Popcorn Planet. Say hi to Kim. I love Kim.
For watching. Again, reminder, we're not done on the live show, but if you're watching on the replay, make sure you hit the join button again, hit that join, pick a level, support the stream, and you can always catch the replays as well as more members-only clips and updates I'll be sharing with you guys. Also, always just a chance to another plug. It's Kim, one word, over on YouTube, youtube.com/It's Kim, no apostrophe. Check her out, some amazing Britney updates and more coming, as well as a Nerd Report with Lewis. I love Lewis. You got to do more of the walking around Hollywood asking people.
Oh, yeah, it's coming.
Because, again, another example of where you're seeing the real people are not buying Miss Heard in the slightest. I will promise we'll hit some more tomorrow. We will also open up the phone lines tomorrow, so I hope you guys will join me. Paige, Vaughn, thank you so much for being here. Anything you'd like to say?
Nope.
There it is.
Get out of here and go do what you need to do.
She's exclusive. I like this. Exclusive. Steph the Alter Nerd. She's exclusive here and on Steph the Alter Nerd.
Woo!
So if you haven't already, go subscribe there. I still can't believe this, that we're there, but my goodness. Steph the Alter Nerd. And go subscribe. You made it today. How impressive. Not surprised at all, but bravo. 20.4 already.
Yeah. Whoa. Like, guys, you're freaking amazing. Thank you so much for all your support. Not only for Andy, but for me as well. And Kim, and Lewis, and Jodie. Thank you so much.
Amazing.
We'll continue to entertain and just have fun. Just have fun with it.
And if you really want to continue to have some more fun, look who's live over there. Go join his chat. I want you to bomb him with Popcorn Planet text all over. Here's the link, mods. I'm going to paste it. Go over to Nerd Report. Go to Nerd Report. Go show Lewis your love. Go show him send him a couple bucks, or just smash the like button over there. Go on over to Nerd Report. Mods, there you have it as well. Paige, also bravo, all your mod work. You were modding while you were on air. That was impressive. So bravo.
ADHD.
Yep, there it is. You got it. Go support Lewis over there. Call in to Lewis. Send him your love. Tell him you're there. Tell him I tried to do a redirect. I'm going to try one more time before we go. This always is annoying, but let's see. One more time. One more time.
And thank you, Satchio, for the PayPal. You just sneaked in there. Thank you so much.
So, Steph, can you do me a solid at some point? You know how to do it.
What do you need?
Can you help Lewis make sure he makes me a manager?
Yeah.
Because they told me that might help, because then I can work through why it's not he has it, but they can't tell me he has it because I'm not a manager. So if you can help him make sure he does that, next time that should work. But there you go. He's taking calls. Go over there. I got to go. They're not going to be telling me to leave. I got to leave to go to an appointment with my family. So thank you guys so much for watching. Love y'all. Love y'all. Thank you for being here. Going over to Nerd Report. Please spam them over there. Popcorn Planet just sent you. Go have some calls and fun, and give Lewis all of my love and support. And Steph or Paige, I'm sure you can join him if you want to. So go let me know. I'll get you over there. Bye, everybody.
Laters. Bye.